Let's see if I can still hit this without a script. Like, I'm literally on my phone in a parking lot.
All right, ready?
Down by the river.
3, 2, 1, go.
And welcome, guys. This is week 49 of Tailgate Talks. We are here for Club Red and Tailgate on a special edition for everybody.
Let's get into some Texas Tech football. 2-0 so far, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to harp on too much of what we've seen so far. I know Brooks was disappointed in a lot of last week.
Yeah.
It's hard from the stands to kind of see what's going on TV. I don't know if we were trying stuff out or what. Offense didn't look great. We know Brooks was yelling very bad things about our offense once again. So,
Ooh.
I mean, Brooks, you want to hit on what your thoughts were with last game against Stephen F. Austin?
Yeah, I think the main thing, and it's something that Arlie points out all the time, is we just have this tendency to play to our opponent's level. And it was one of those things I was hoping that we finally were past that, but we're clearly not, as you had to hold on the last drive of the game and keep them out of the end zone to win. So not a feel-good game at all, especially when you know conference is coming up, and that was probably the weakest team you're going to play all year. But on the bright side, more teams have lost to a FCS team this year than ever so far. And so at least we're not Florida State.
All right, you got anything else to pile on there?
No, it was mainly that. It's just a disappointment to see them playing down to the level of competition all over again. And, you know, you thought with the U of H game, they figured their shit out. And that's why my comment last week was, I want to see them step on the throat. Like, I mean, I know that's very, very graphic, but I wanted them to see them. I wanted to see them step on the throat. I wanted to see them just absolutely obliterate the competition. And that's what kind of separates us a little bit in terms of, you know, that next echelon of college football programs, because you go out and look at what Clemson did and what OU did the very next week. Yeah. And it's 60 to 0, 59 to 0, 70 to 0. Like, we need to be doing that to FIU and to SFA. Yeah. Like, come on.
I agree. The couple things I liked, like I said, from the stands, it's hard to see what we're doing. I don't know if we were trying stuff on offense, opening up the playbook a little bit to see what we could do. And maybe that held us back. But the defense still looked really good, I thought, especially with their stands. I mean, we gave up, a pick six? That's not on them. Gave up, another short field touchdown. That's not on them. Like, they gave up, 2 field goals and had the fourth quarter stand. I love their bend, don't break type of deal that they got going on.
Wish we could get off the field on fourth down.
I do.
They were 5 for 8 on fourth down, but 5 for 16 on third down. So it's like you're doing great on third.
Yeah. Same story as last week,
It's like, I don't know why we can't get off on fourth down. But.
Hey, here's how I look at it. Like, at least now we're getting to fourth down. in some past defenses, we can't even get to third and fourth down. So we're getting there, okay? Baby steps, guys. Baby steps. And fun fact, Brooks got me drunk off of pina coladas at the game because that was the only beer stand that had no line.
Did you get caught in the rain?
No, there was no rain. There was just half of the concession staff was not open. Good one.
Shit.
Yeah.
Half the concessions weren't open, and so the beer lines and concession lines were crazy long. And Brooks would be like, "Well, the pina colada line has nothing." Let's just keep talking real quick. FIU, 20.5-point favorite. What do you think, Brooks?
After last week's game, I obviously think that we're going to win this one. Just that 20.5 is something that I don't know if we can necessarily reach, and that's just going off the fact that we haven't beat anybody like that in a long time. Do I believe that we can actually go out and dominate? I'm not sure. I would love to believe it, but like Arlie preaches a lot, can we play to our level and not stoop down to whatever level FIU is? I would just love to see us do that for one fucking time.
I think they're going to be a little better than SFA, but I think we're going to have a little better game plan. Like I said, I think we were trying to test things against SFA, whereas this week I think we'll be tuning up more such rather than last week. Arlie, you're back. You're not clicky.
That's good.
About a 20.5 point favorite or FIU?
Yeah, I think it's a little funny that we go up against a lesser team than SFA somehow, and we jump from a 32.5 point favorite to a 20 point favorite. I mean, we got to see it. What Brooke said, we got to see them play to our level. We got to play to our level. We got to win, and we got to win
Shot
big.
bet is going to be on this one, 20.5 points. That's what we're going to sit at. I know, like last week in the Houston game, they kind of moved as we got closer, but we're sitting on 20.5 right now. That's what we're going to pick. Brooks, you sounded like you were kind of wavering on that one. What's your pick for this?
I'm going to go with the under until I have it proven to me that we can actually cover a 20-point spread. A couple things we haven't mentioned yet. Our offensive line has not been great for the first 2 games, so that's a concerning factor because that's something that when you don't have an good offensive line, it's not really much of a fix for that.
Right.
So that's something
you got to scheme it up, basically.
That's been very concerning. And then offensively, I just haven't seen it yet. We're feeding it to Ezekama as much as I love it.
We are. Maybe too much.
We're not giving the ball to anybody else. And you have a bunch of other receivers over there.
I hopped on a live with Ramblin' the other night. They were just kind of messing around, and I asked that, and they were like, they totally agreed. I was like, are we feeding him too much and not spreading the ball around? Like, I get wanting to go to our number 1 receiver, but like we have other dudes that would also help open our.
Yeah, like our second highest receiver in that game had like 8 yards. That's not good. So there's just a lot of things that I haven't seen yet from this team that doesn't give me the confidence to pick us to win by 3 scores or more. So I'm going to go with the under.
Miles Price is our number 2 receiver, 2 for 14.
14 yards, okay. Wow.
Ezekama was 6 for 143.
Jesus.
Like at least our best player is, but
the other 4 receivers combined for 6 receptions as well.
That's not good.
So Brooks is taking FIU in this game. Arlie, where are you going?
I'm with Brooks on this one. I'm going to pick the under. And the only reason...
FIU again, all right.
So good on it. The only reason is because either I win the bet or I'm celebrating with a shot.
Okay.
That we beat their ass.
I was going to say this reminds me of last year a lot too, but I'm going to be a homer and take Tech. And this is what got me in trouble last year.
Yep.
And lost me a lot of shot bets. But we're back on that train. We're going to stick with Tech and hopefully and Brooks is going to take one right now. All right.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to stick with Tech. Brooks and Arlie are going FIU.
Catch y'all at the next tailgate.